subscribe now.
Can somebody just understand? If them not for,
Mama, my husband has become a shadow of himself. Just because he doesn't want to succumb to the barbaric tradition of Oko here.
God forbid. Please encourage him to stay fast, okay?
Mama, I am solidly behind him. I will never let him put that into consideration. God forbid.
Is there nothing one can do about this? My daughter, please try and be his strength, okay?
I'll stand by him. Though it's not easy, I'll try my best.
That's good. That's very good, okay? Come, let me look for something for you to eat.
Okay, Mama.
Soon I will be crowned king of Okohia kingdom. Then you will know where I am coming from. The royal family will not know what hit them.
You know, this is why you are called Ajewude, which invariably means that the vulture can never be used for a sacrifice. Ajewude. Ajewude. Ajewude.
You know, there is no better name for me.
You can't say that again.
Ajewude. Because where there are no benefits, you will never find me there.
I know you very well. You are right. But in my own case, I don't think I can say the same. Because Akumbo likes to fly and strike alone.
Like the cobra.
I prefer rattlesnake. You know what they say? When a rattlesnake is let loose in the living room, all discussions about animal rights will stop and will be expunged from the minutes of the meeting. Ajewude. 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 Audio.
that we need 7 heads to bury the king. All that we need 7 heads to bury the king.
Brother, what's going on? I thought we agreed you will always inform me if there's any development so I can make suggestions and help you.
As it is right now, I am so confused and lost sleep for some days. Onu has equally refused all the entreaties to adjust this requirement. See, is there nothing one can do to do this thing well? So in this 21st century, money cannot do anything.
Brother, it's really sad, honestly. People worship money these days. There's really nothing anybody can do about it. You know, they say that money answers all things. I hate to admit it or agree with them, but that's the situation we find ourselves in. So what was his response?
They said I should provide a human head, as it may be. And as the days goes by, I stand the risk of losing the crown.
Wrong with these people? Huh? I told you before, do not do it. Huh? These guys, they just want to push you to the wall and turn you into something you're not. Don't take human life. It is wrong. Okay? Don't do it.
But do you know what? I am afraid of the outcome if I don't do this.
Brother, don't tell me you've done it already.
Oh, come on. I will do no such thing.
We're going Igbo.
You know I cannot do it.
One last question. As your good friend, am I still safe around you?
Of course. Come on, of course you are.
Stand strong, okay? Stand strong. Do not accept. I'll always be there for you. Anything that happens, let me be the first person you call. Brief me, okay?
It's okay. Come on, cheers.
I try to be myself. It is why I sing this song. Yeah. Oh, be a chill. Oh, be a chill. Oh, be a chill. I just wanna change my story. Oh, be a chill. Oh, be a chill. Oh, be a chill.
Ajebudene. My son, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Let's get to the opening.
Oh, no. I'm a very busy man. Yes, I have a lot of places to cover.
Is that?
Oh, no. So, while we wait for my coronation, I'm going to leave her. And he'll leave her. And I'll have me. This is for you. Enjoy it.
Now you are changing. If ain't a Jeremiah,
It's no longer news that Prince Henry is not ready to provide the heads. Hence to him, he regards the practice as barbaric. But let's wait and see. In the next 7 days, if he fails to provide the heads, he loses the crown. Nobody within this kingdom should fret about it. But if I may ask, why all these questions? Why the interest?
It's very simple. Being the next king of Okohia befits my status.
Anyway, Ajebudene, you know what to do. In that case, let me be the first to officially call you this. Igwe! From Nasa, Ramon Awali. I did you do because you like
I'm nursing the ambition of becoming king. But that can only happen if the prince is unable to provide the 7 heads needed for his father to be buried so he can be crowned king.
Yes. If the king could not be able to provide the 7 heads, any other person that provides the 7 heads will be crowned the king of Okohia kingdom. That's all.
I will provide 14 heads. Then I will provide 1 head a day until I'm crowned king. That is 500,000 naira. Convince the prince not to provide any human head at all. Ajebudene will give you more money.
We need 7 heads to bury the king.
Oh, my Lord. Thank you.
How's the day?
Ah, my day was good. My Lolo.
Hold on. Did you just call me Lolo now? You've never called me that before. I mean, today is not our anniversary and you are super excited.
Yes. It's very simple. Soon you will be the queen of Okonkwo, and I will be king.
Oh my God! Really serious? Wait. I mean, the king has a hair. So how is that possible?
We've been married for quite a while, eh? Don't you trust me anymore?
I don't understand. How?
And once it sets, I will be king of Okonkwo, and you will be addressed as queen.
Oh my God! The Onye Mpiko. Which one are you doing again?
Onye Mpiko.
Are you serious?
Don't worry, I've set the ball in motion.
I trust you. Oh my God! I'm so excited.
You mean Izuegbu has been secretly craving for the throne?
Yes, my queen. He has been spending good money towards achieving his aim. I pledged my allegiance to your husband, Igwe baby. That is why I have come.
Thank you for your loyalty to this family. Just give me 1 minute.
She said to me,
Have this, my dear. All this for me. I will give you more. But there's something I want you to do for me. I want you to put your ears to the ground. Get me every information on Izuegbu. All his moves towards the throne. Make sure you relate that to me.
Your Majesty, that will be no problem. I will relate every information, every development coming from Izuegbu. Rest assured I will do that. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'd like to take my leave.
It's okay. It's okay. Go well.
All right.
Izuegbu. So you have finally shown your true color. I will not sit. I, Queen Oma of Okonkwo Kingdom, will not sit and watch you take what rightfully belongs to my son.
This tradition has existed since the time of your great-grandfather.
So you knew all the swore about this demonic and barbaric tradition, and you never told me.
It's the top secret in Okonkwo Kingdom. And now that you know, you have to provide the 7 heads for your father to be buried.
I will never soil my hand with blood for anything just to become the king, or to bury my father, or to bury my father for any other reason. I will never do that.
Oh no, you will do it. You must do it. Your great-grandfather did it. Your grandfather did it. Your father did it when he was even much younger than you. You must do it. And when you die, my grandson, your son, will do it.
I will not do it. My son will not do it. And when I ascend the throne, I will destroy and abolish every barbaric tradition, including the one that are existing. I will destroy them.
Henry! You have 5 days. 5 market days to achieve it. You must do it.
Can somebody just understand? If them not for, or can anymore? If them not I thought you are my brother. Now you are changing. If I am Jeremiah, I thought you are my brother.
Mama, the days are counting very fast. The pressure is heavy on my husband.
I understand. There are lots of responsibilities on his shoulder. I do.
Mama, do people still practice this custom? I mean, do they still practice this tradition? Killing human beings. Jeez. The thoughts of this whole thing is giving me goose pimples.
Yes. That was before the arrival of the missionaries. Many kingdoms have abolished theirs and joined the new religion. Iyke have abolished theirs. It's remaining Okohia. Your husband should remain steadfast. You both cannot afford to fail, for the sake of the future generation.
Mama, I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't know what to do.
You don't have to, my daughter. You don't have to. Your husband will come out of it stronger than you expect. Okay? Every man needs a woman that will stand by him and fight with him in times of trouble.
Okay, Mama.
Go and get lunch ready. Go.
My queen, great queen of Okohia kingdom, I bow before you. You know, my queen, is there any problem? You did not acknowledge my greeting.
When a cock pursues you in the morning, you run for safety in case he spits teeth at night.
My queen, forgive me, I am not royalty. You speak in parables, I do not understand.
How would you understand? My son chew and spit on your chest, while you chew and spit into my son's eyes. I have uncovered all your plans. You can only succeed over my dead body.
My queen, believe me, I still do not understand what you're talking about. I mean, I've been a friend of this family for many years. Your son is my best friend. I would never harm him. Never.
You can tell that to the birds. Don't forget that I am the queen of Okoya Kingdom. I will use everything to protect the throne of Okoya Kingdom. You shall not, cannot, and will never be the king.
Ah, my queen, I see you are not in a very good mood, so I'll just take my leave. I assure you got this whole thing wrong. Okay? I would never ever hurt your son or any member of your family or ever betray you people. But I'll just leave. Have a nice day.
Open the gate! Close that gate!
What rubbish. What nonsense. This was not supposed to happen. I'm sure it's one of those loud-mouthed elders that spilled my plans to the whole world.
Honey, you're back. Honey, what is it?
I wish to be left alone.
Oh, honey, what?
I said I wish to be left alone.
Mother!
Why are you shouting?
Why? Why do you have to embarrass my friend where he came visiting? It's not fair.
Your friend?
Yes.
Who was that?
Emeka, of course. He told me you embarrassed him. And he can never lie to me.
I see. You call that thing your friend? A so-called friend that goes behind your back to take what rightfully belongs to you. Is that a friend?
I don't understand.
Your so-called Emeka goes around greasing the palms of the elders for them to support his quest of becoming a king.
Mother, I don't believe you. Emeka has been my true friend. And I trust him.
Oh, how I wish your father was alive to hear what you just said. That you don't trust me, your mother. So you think I, your mother, will lie to you? Now let me warn you. If we lose the throne, I will never forgive you for the rest of my life. Henry, I will place a curse on your generation. Have that in mind. Nonsense.
I thought you are my brother. Now you are changing. Yeah. If
I don't believe Emeka can stab you in the back. Don't forget he has been the one encouraging you during your grief.
And I am confused right now.
Confused about what, darling? Look, Emeka has always been the one encouraging you to stand firm in your belief against your custom. I'm sure your mother made that up. Nobody gave her such reasons.
I am so disappointed in you. So you have been the one discouraging my son from taking up his responsibility as the heir to the throne of Okonkwo Kingdom.
Mother is not...
Not one word from you. Time is ticking. Go out there and do the needful. And stop listening to those that have no interest in your future.
But mother...
Step aside. I said step aside!
Rose!
What's up? Do you know that if my brother fails to provide this human head, kingship will move out of Obibi family? I know he listens to you. You are in the right position to convince him to do what is needful of him, to keep this family as royalty.
Look, it is inhuman to suggest I ask my husband to commit murder. I cannot watch him do that, not in this civilized world.
My father did same sacrifice for this royal treatment and atmosphere that you are enjoying today.
Listen.
I will not watch you enjoy what you are against. Just like you will not watch your husband, my brother, to do what is needful of him to keep this family as royalty.
I just wanna change my story.
Your Majesty, we know the consequences if we continue to delay the provisions of the important requirement. Time is fast approaching. We have just 3 days to commence the rites.
Oh no, I am on top of this matter. All I plead for is a little more time. Just a little more time.
My queen, I do not wish this dynasty to fall. Igwe Obibi. He led us in peace and dispensed equal justice to everybody. According to our tradition, the body of the late king is not supposed to last more than 21 days on the surface earth. And time, my queen, is no longer on our side.
All that we need is 7 heads to bury the king. All that we need is 7 heads to bury the king.
Everything is ready. Prince Henry is still adamant on not providing the requirements. So what are you waiting for? Provide the 7 human heads and the throne is yours.
Oifogabo. I already told the Onowu that I'm prepared to bring 14 human heads for the burial of the king. All I'm waiting for is a go-ahead from him. I'll submit the heads.
Izuegbu dede. Ebu ekweme.
Onyiken.
Ago. The requirement is 7 human heads and not 14 now.
I'll tell you why. I want our king to be buried in grand style. Not just in style. Grand style. Yes. It's, if 7 human heads are its old tradition. It needs to be abolished. We move up. If you're not Agbago, and you are not Agbago in tradition. You people knew him as, cabinet people. But I was very close to the late king. I was more like family. I know him very well. I know that wherever he is now, I got more heads inside that place. 7 will not be enough.
I see you've finally grown the balls to become a real man, my friend.
You ceased to be my friend the very day you attempted to take my throne behind my back.
You will never be my king.
Onny Isika and Ibokiti.
All that we need is 7 heads to bury the king. All that we need is 7 heads to bury the king.